All right, guys, what is happening? Welcome back to the channel and another episode here with my Series 2 Escort RS Turbo that you can see behind me is in a lot of pieces. But before I get started on today's video, I want to say a massive shout out and thank you to everyone that continues to come here, watch these videos and support the channel. In the last 28 days, the channel has grown heaps and I'm very, very grateful for that. But there's work to do and there's a video to make. So sit back, relax, enjoy the video. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing if you do like today's video, and I will see you after the intro.
Now I gotta ride or die.
All right, so you guys know the engine is out and the trigger wheel is fitted for EFI. That happened in the last video. Link is in the corner up there to watch that if you haven't yet seen that. The car is pretty empty and the engine bay is pretty empty as well. So what I've been doing over the last couple of days is I've been cleaning up the front chassis rails there as they come out towards like the, I actually don't know what this piece here is called. Leave it down in the section below in the comment section. Not 100% sure. I think it's like a crash bar or something across the front there. You can see there's a little bit of corrosion on it, but not a lot. So the idea is we're going to clean all of this off. And I was cleaning out all along in here as well. And then I started cleaning up back here and then the holes where the steering arms go and on this side as well. And then I thought, I want to clean up in here and all behind this and everything as well. And I figured it's going to be so much easier to do that if I just remove everything from the engine bay. And because I am going to be getting rid of a lot of the factory wiring loom because I am going to be running a Haltech ECU engine management system, I am going to be removing a lot of this. I figure let's just take it out. It's going to be easier if I remove the dash because obviously the wiring is going to have to come out and there's bits behind the dash that I need to undo, I think, in order to get this braking bar out, because you guys know I'm replacing that because the pedal sits back here because it's a right-hand drive car, and the standard brake servo master cylinder combination sits there, but I am going to be putting two separate master cylinders here on this side, one for the front and one for the rear, without a brake booster to save space here, which is where my turbocharger is going to go. So guys, that's enough rabbiting on. Let's put you down on time lapse and get stuck in with today's work. All right, guys, what's happening? So I had absolutely no idea what to do here when I was removing the dash, but I did know that the steering wheel needed to come out first. So I started on that, got the horn out, the outer push button and the inside button that actually activates it, and then set along getting the actual steering wheel out. Now, because the wheels were off the car and everything else is out, I had to use the impact gun to get the nut off. And then I just started removing screws all around the steering column, the plastics around there, so I could remove that. Once I'd done that, and then got the indicator stalks off and the wiper stalks and all that, disconnected that, was careful to make sure that I didn't actually damage any of the clips. And then the fascia surround came out, a few screws on that on the inside there, and then I managed to get the clocks out as well. The Speedo cable was a little bit of a pain to get out, but in the end it just kind of fell out. There you see, I actually found $65 in my ashtray, so I was pretty happy with that. Radio comes out, and then all the little plastic trim inside of the radio housing comes out, and then I kind of laid around looking for more screws and bolts to undo. And I figured, well, let's take the glove box out. So got the glove box out, got in, got all the screws out inside the glove box as well that hold the dash part in. And then from there, all that was left was the bolts that hold the steering column in, and then the two bolts on either side, so 4 in total, on either side of the dashboard that hold it to the car. Then the dash lifted straight out was not as hard as I thought. All right, guys, what is happening? That is the dash out of the car. Took me around about 2 hours to get the dash out. And as you can see, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing, which is one of the reasons why I took my time, because I do not want to break it, because I'm not going to get another one, am I? Not out here anyway. So let's take a look anyways. So it's all out now. I just moved that and jump in here and zoom out. So all out. And I needed to get this out because there's a few bolts. I don't know if you can see them just up there behind the brake pedal. The same on this side here. And those bolts hold in the brake bar. And they're interesting, like, so this side, they're all round edges on this side. So I would imagine that they're welded in, or they're welded to this frame. And the nuts on the other side. And on this side, I've got 3 nuts visible, 1, 2, and then 3 up here. And then the one down here, under here, is a round one, like that. I don't know if that's normal. Let me know in the comments below if that's how it kind of always is. No idea if that has ever been removed on this car before. I can't see why it would have been. The car did have a respray, but it doesn't look like it was resprayed inside of the engine bay. It looks like it was just like a closed door respray thing. So yeah, let's get those out. Now, it's worth noting on the driver's side, those 4 bolts I pointed out, only 2 of them actually need removing, and there is a little clip that holds the rod inside the braking bar to the brake pedal, so you've got to remove that as well. There's not a lot of space inside this little Ford Escort for a 6'1", 95 kilo bloke to lay on his back and undo bolts behind where the dash used to be, but we made it happen. Move around to the front of the car in the engine bay now and grab the bolts off on the front where the brake bar connects to the firewall, and pretty much, well, just kind of pulled straight out, and that was pretty straightforward as well. All right, so removing that brake bar actually has freed up tons of space. It's a little bit funky color there, but this is like a sticky, it's a little, I don't know what that is, but I'll have a look, clean it up, and I'll let you guys know what that is, but looks okay. It looks all right from the inside as well, so don't have to replace the battery tray, thank God. But freed up heaps of space in there by just removing the braking bar. I'm pretty sure I can clean all of that now without removing the rest of everything. As for the wiring loom, if you need an uncut MFI wiring loom from an 89 model car, my Instagram name is on the screen here right now. Hit me up, send me a message, make me an offer. Bear in mind, you will have to pay postage to the UK, but it is an intact wiring loom. The only thing that has been added to it is an extra wire for an aftermarket temperature gauge. That's it. So it's a complete wiring loom, hasn't been cut, it's ready to go. All the clips are in good condition. If you want it, make me an offer. But that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Check back next time when hopefully I have finished degreasing and cleaning that horrible engine bay.